After my son Dylan was killed at Sandy Hook, I knew I wanted to use my voice to change things so that other families would not have to experience this senseless and preventable death. So I helped launch the organization 1 month after the shooting, and we've grown to continue there and build on our mission of helping to stop violence before it starts. What we really are talking about here is a lack of mental wellness, someone who is not able to manage their anger or their fear, and it escalates to the point of violence. That's not necessarily mental illness, but that is someone who should not have access to weapons at that point. But to know that something was reported and not acted on, that's, that hurts, because you never know which intervention might have ensured that what happened on Wednesday didn't happen. When we think about someone who's planning self-harm or violence towards others, what I've learned over the years of studying gun violence and learning from law enforcement and security experts is that there are almost always signs and signals, whether someone's planning on committing suicide or something like a school shooting. This leakage exists, and the problem is we're not trained to know how to recognize it when we see it, especially for kids. If they're seeing it on social media, they don't know whether to take it seriously or not, or whether someone's just joking around. So we teach people to say, you have to take every single sign and signal seriously. So whether someone is very much self-isolating or going through some behavioral changes, significant increases in anger and unable to manage their emotions, fascination with firearms or weapons, fascination with previous shootings, violence towards other people or animals. These are all signs and signals, and there's not to say that one sign means that someone's going to become violent, but a multiple of signs together shows someone who needs help. The same rhetoric that we hear every time about take all the guns away or give everyone guns, those aren't realistic solutions. So let's figure out something that is realistic, that is going to make a difference. And I want our lawmakers and their constituents to really focus in on that, and not just this continuous fighting that's not going to go anywhere, but focus on what do we need to do to keep people safe. And if you start from the point of caring for kids, wanting to make a difference, take the firearm out of the equation for a little while. What can we do to ensure that someone who's at risk never picks up a firearm to hurt themselves or someone else? Start the conversation from a different perspective and see where the solutions come. I would ask the President to demonstrate true leadership on this issue by focusing on the actions that we can take. I'm sure he's very compassionate towards what's happened here in Parkland, and he offers his thoughts and prayers, but it needs to be backed up by solid, tangible action. And I think all of us in America are waiting for that.